Hello everybody, Trina here, back with another painting demo. Today I got a gel press in the mail that I ordered from Amazon, and this is basically so I can do mono prints. I'm working on some flat sheets of mixed media paper using raw umber, cold gray, raw sienna, burnt sienna, Mars black, and yellow ochre. I also have some gold and some bronze metallics. So I'm going to be using my catalyst wedges to make marks so I don't pierce this new fun toy. I've been wanting one of these for a while because I used to do monoprints in college and I really enjoy them. So I think this will be a neat addition to my work. So first we're going to start off with some of that cool gray and the burnt or the raw sienna. And we're using a brayer to brayer that on. When you first start using these plates, they're a little hard to stick to, and the first prints that you get off of it are not great from what I found. So here I'm just going back in and making some lines. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I've watched a few videos. So I'm putting the paper down. I'm using my platen to press the paper down in the back, and you can see you get sort of a grungy texture. I'm going to be using this cool gray quite a bit because I really like how that, the contrast between the browns. Here I'm adding in some more of that sienna color. And you'll see as I go along, the prints get more, because I'm not cleaning the plate, they get more detailed, they get more involved. I'm really liking this color scheme. This one I got a little crazy with because I wanted to see what the marks are going to look like and what the possibility of marks. This was not my favorite. This one was a little too complicated for me. So my goal is actually after these dry, which I'll show you later, I'm going to go back in and draw and paint over them and maybe do a bit of collage. So this was number 2, if you're keeping track at home. And you can see all the white that came out of that one. So let's just go back in. Going back in and I'm sort of just cleaning my brayer. I like those marks up there at the top, so I'm going to probably try to leave those. You can see how when it dries, it just picks it right up. This is the burnt sienna. I wanted to use these Arteza colors because they do dry fast. And since I don't like painting properly with them, I thought I might try them out on the Gelli plates for mono prints, which I think they're very well suited for that. So that's good because I have a lot of them to use. So here I'm adding in some bronze, trying to incorporate a little metallic. This one got a little muddy and gross on me. I'm not sure if I really like how this one turned out. I feel like it needed more yellow, but they all can't be perfect. So here I am just having some fun playing around. I added some yellow in. I probably should have stopped right there, but I kept going and I made mud. So this one probably will not get used. I think if I use that bronze color again, I'm going to use it next to maybe a white or a blue color. I don't like the way it is with the brown. It's just blended in way too much. It's not bad, but it's not my favorite. So you can see we have a very messy plate. Again, we're just going to keep adding colors. And the more you can see, the more of these that I do, the easier it is to apply the paint. It's almost like I'm seasoning it. I've added in some dark brown and some black for this one. And I really like what's going on here. I think that for me that the subtle shapes with just lines work best, at least for now, until I figure out some more techniques for this process. Here I'm adding in some gold. Using a smaller brayer, which is fun because I get to use all my tools. I like how this is coming out. putting in a few shapes. I like that blue next to that yellow and the gold. So like I said, these are going to be used later for making art on. We'll paint over them, we'll draw over them, we'll get our marabous out, and you'll see that later in this video. I'm going to do one for you so you can check it out. Really loving this blue color. I like how the Catalyst Wedge tools pick up some of the paint in a very subtle way. And I really like this one with all that negative space. So grungy and so cool. It's a good way to add texture to the work, which I feel like I was missing a little bit in what I was doing before. I can still paint over them. I can still, if I do more of these, I'm probably going to try them on Arches paper, something a little bit more durable. Although this paper that I bought for really cheap was, it's mixed media paper, some off-brand, and it works really well. Honestly, it's pretty durable. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be that durable, but it's good. This one was my favorite. I love this one so much. That blue and that ochre. So you can see I'm kind of simplifying. These are all the ones that I liked, and they are dry. And so we're going to get started on I'm going to tape this down, and we're going to start painting back into this one. They do dry pretty quick with the Arteza paint, which is nice because, you know, I'm impatient. And I don't like to wait for things to dry. So I've got these two pieces here that I did on rice paper. So we're going to go back in and we're going to make some marks. We're going to add in our graphite stick and some marabou, making my favorite shapes. And adding in, you know, my crayons. I love my marabous. It's a little dark. I think I would like for it to be a little bit more of a pastel blue. So here I'm adding in some washes to the bottom of this piece. More textures, more layers. Adding in this brown, dark brown color. Giving it some movement and some shape and more painterly. I'm going to try not to cover up all of the things that I've done, but then I also don't want to be timid with it. I don't want it to be stagnant. And I shouldn't be afraid to cover up anything, really. I just want to make these marks and make some different lines. So here I'm going to take in one of those rice paper sheets that I printed on, and I'm going to tear it. I started to cut it, but I think tearing works better. And I'm just going to take a piece here and adhere it with some matte medium to give a different texture to it and another layer. Painting with the acrylics, the Artezas on the rice paper is not nearly as transparent as the watercolors. But I think I might try watercolors tomorrow. I think I'm going to try making some rice paper watercolors with the Gelli plate. I don't even know if that's possible, so we'll have to look on YouTube and see if anybody's done it, or we'll just try it. So here I'm adding another shape, which I like the difference in the textures and how it gives it a little bit of space. I'm adding in some white here of the marabou. Not quite as white as I want it to be, so I'm adding in some washes. Still not quite what I'm looking for. So let's see. I'm going to add in some white paint here in just a second with more of that rust color. Scraping back in with the palette knife. Adding in my black marks. because, you know, I love a black mark. And I'm liking the way this turned out, but I really want to add in a bit of white. So I'm going to add in a big splotch of white there, and we're going to paint it out. Spread it out, dab it. And yeah, so going forward, I'm going to be doing more of these because I like the idea of doing multimedia like this. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And hopefully I will see you in the next one. And I think that's it. Have a good day. Bye.